With Chuck Weber on MediaCom MC22, Iowa and Cincinnati go at it again on a Saturday night. Corn-fed country night, great crowd in attendance, energetic tonight. Chuck, for the Heartlanders, a few wins in a row now, 4 straights, 2-0 last night was the final. How did the first period, even though there wasn't the most action, kind of set the tone for the hardworking game ahead?
Well, just the fact we outshot them 12-11. The previous 4 games, even though we had won 2 of those 4, we'd been outshot, I think, on average, like 15-4. Like, we were on our heels all 4 games. I thought the guys were really professional in the way they came out, and they stuck to it. Even though we weren't rewarded for our efforts, they stuck to the game plan and were prepared to play the long game and got rewarded for it.
Yeah, getting a goal late in the second period. Isaac Johnson sneaks one through, not a lot of space, leaking through after a ton of really good chances. When you get those late second period goals, especially ones that either tie or give you the lead, what was the feeling like in the room from the boys when you went in and talked to them after?
Well, just the fact that, hey, we set ourselves up for a great third. You know, we had won the second, but at the same time, we knew we had a lot of work ahead of us. Cincinnati's a quality team. They have a lot of firepower there. So we knew we set ourselves up. But I think the biggest thing the guys were realizing that we were creating offense through checking. And that's been something we've been harping on since October. And now the guys are starting to kind of reap the benefits.
Cleaning up in front of the net is always a easier thing maybe said than done at points. How did you feel the defense did cleaning up in front of Merce, not just the defensemen, but as a full squad?
I thought it was solid. One of the biggest things I thought is we didn't spend a ton of time in our defensive zone as we had in some previous games. I thought our breakouts were really good. I thought we had a lot of clean exits. And then when they were able to sustain some stuff, we stuck to our structure, and we were able to outnumber them around the net. And they have some big forwards, Vive, guys like that play heavy. We don't have the biggest D-core by any means, but we have an athletic group that can move pucks, get stick on puck, and I thought we took advantage of that.
Anthony Ferriolo, all of a sudden, he's a +8 or a +9 now in a month and a half now of playing with the Heartlanders, gets an assist to Yuki last night. What were you looking at on the bench as you see Yuki kind of leak behind the defense there?
Well, I saw trust. That would be the term I saw. Yuki trusted that Fears was going to make a play. He gained the puck, and one of the things we want to do is as we gain a puck is we use the term push the pace or create space, and Yuki did that. Anthony was an unbelievable pass. We can see why. I think our fans are seeing why we made the trade. To add him into Robolati. That was something that was a weakness of ours probably through the holidays. We had a D-core that, we needed to upgrade a bit and just change some seats. And we did that, and, the group is starting to pay dividends.
Yuki, 10 seconds into the third period, there was probably the quietest it's been in this building all year, honestly, given how the volume changed. Started the third, everyone's excited, and then all of a sudden it's like 0 on the decibel scale in the entire arena. There's been moments, I know this is your first year as head coach, where he's been able to tough through things and get back and still be effective. I think he only missed maybe a shift or 2. So what does that say to the group of guys as a whole when you see a guy go down, but then all of a sudden they're back and they're back playing their best, they get a big goal later?
Yeah, and that's Yuki. I mean, everything his leadership is through effort, it's through sacrifice. He's one of our leaders in block shots. He's a guy who plays the right way all the time. He's not a guy that's going to use his words too often to inspire the guys, but they do get inspired by his efforts and his willingness to do whatever it takes for a Heartlander win. And yeah, I mean, it was just a hockey play. There was nothing dirty involved or anything like that. It was just a little bit of interference that he got caught off balance into the boards. But yeah, it's one of those things you're always worried just for the player's health, especially with the way our health has been at times. But again, a credit to Yuki to just find a way to persevere.
Haven't even asked you about Riley Mercer yet. We were watching, Andrew and I there before we came in and did the interview. A couple just, desperation skate saves that are, when you watch it, it makes it look so calm, but you're like, wow, that's a 9 out of 10 or a 10 out of 10 quality save. How did you feel? Obviously gets the shutout, but those calming moments to slow the pace, settle things down, and then still be spectacular in the long run.
Yeah, I think that's just the maturity of his game. He's a rookie goalie. I mean, goalies next to probably defensemen take the longest to develop. He had some early success in the American League. He went up, and all of a sudden he had a shutout there, and everyone's like, "Oh, geez, he's on his way to the NHL this year." And and to his credit, he knows that this is a journey. It's one of those things. He's not worried about the finish line. He's just worried about day in and day out, and he prepares himself every day. He's got an opportunity here now to kind of hold on to the ball and run with it, and he's done that. Really proud of the way he's matured in the net, and he is a calming influence back there. He's a guy that's very comfortable in his own skin, takes up a lot of net, and he, like you said, he makes some difficult saves look easy.
Corn-fed country night. Welcome to Iowa tonight. You excited for a fun crowd?
Excited. It's the jerseys and the pants and everything else. They're so ugly. They're great.
Yeah.
Type scenario. This is going to be an exciting crowd, and hopefully this is something this organization can build on here through the end of this year and into the future. And people get a chance to come out tonight, maybe they're first-time hockey fans, and realize how special this is here, and can see and can jump on the bandwagon with these boys.
Absolutely, with tickets available at iowaheartlanders.com for all remaining home games as we continue this homestand through next Wednesday. Chuck, thanks again.
Appreciate it, David.
Absolutely, that's Chuck Weber here on MediaCom MC22. Back in a flash with stats, highlights, and a little bit more fun.